Hello, my dear ones. I want to share something about a parent. Who is a parent? A parent is the one who, if I can express myself, a parent is the one who bears a child after carrying this child in her womb for 9 months. And this one is God who provides. And this parent takes time to take care of this child, nurtures the child, and makes the child to feel loved and appreciated. And it disturbs my mind when it comes a time that this child is now grown up and taking time to start complaining that my parent doesn't love me. We all know that children come just in the same way like the other. But now, when you take time to live, even I've had some parents even retire from their jobs, their businesses, just to take care of this child or to take care of their children. Some children even come through CS. You give out, it's like giving out your life for this child. Whenever you go in the theater, it's like giving up your life because of this child, just to come in this world. You just decide to destroy your body to be cut, your body to be done everything, so that this creature of God comes in this world. You even go hungry. Maybe you leave this child after even 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, to go out hustling to make sure you bring something at home because of this child. You make sure this child has, you clothe the child. You do everything to make sure your child is comfortable. My dear parents, it disturbs my mind sincerely when you hear a parent or even myself complain that this child is complaining that I doesn't love him or her. Even this child goes to an extent of even neglecting or hating his or her siblings just because that feeling of my parent doesn't love me. What comes up that this child just starts thinking about doing things from nowhere. Because me as a parent, I make sure the love I had for this child is the same love I am giving to this child. I've never left my other child maybe putting on clothes, and the other one is naked. I make sure all my children, I take them to school. I make sure all my children are taken to clinic. I make sure I'm there for my child whenever any complaint arises. But what happens when a child starts complaining that I'm neglected, I'm not loved? What happens? Is it because of the passion? Is it because of pride? What happens? Even me as a parent, I feel like I'm neglected. I'm not loved. Especially when it comes to a situation that me as a parent, I also doesn't have parents. Because my focus is about this child, that maybe he or she will be the one who will be taking care of me when I grow old. But when it comes to a situation that now it's time that I need this child, the same child is now neglecting me. It is really hurting. My dear parents, am I right? Am I doing something wrong that makes this child to be not loved? I stood by you when you were sick. I stood by you when you were sent away because of school fees. I stood by you whenever you needed somebody around you. Now that maybe as a parent, I'm left alone with my children or my child, then this child is neglecting you. And maybe this time you don't have parents also. The only parent you are looking upon is this child. But now this child is neglecting you. Me, I feel like my mind is tortured, sincerely. Eh? I'm sharing this one because I need advice from my fellow parents. And kindly, if maybe you feel like you don't want to advise me, don't make my heart be broken more. It is really disturbing my mind. Eh? Because you take time to make sure you nurture this child. Eh? You take time to do everything you can in this world. Even go on your knees praying for this child. Eh? Leaving everything. Eh? Living whatever lifestyle in this world because of this child. Eh? It doesn't matter whether he's a man or a woman, but I hope I'm touching somebody's heart. That our children nowadays, it's like when you make sure this child goes to school and you educate the child even more than the level you reached, it's like you are just a fool. Eh? You are doing all this because you doesn't want your child to go through whatever you went through. But once he is more learned than you, you are now a fool. You are now nothing in front of this child. Eh? Sincerely, it hurts me so much. It disturbs my mind. Eh? My dear parents, can you tell me, or maybe you've passed through the same situation, what do you do? We are told to pray, but sometimes you pray till you feel like prayers are not being answered. Eh? I met one of my colleagues who told me, I even doesn't have the phone number of my child. Then I told this lady, it's like, oh, better me, I have the number. But it's only that the child is not talking to you. Sincerely, what happens? Is it satanic? Is it normal? Huh? I came even across a certain parent who told me it's nature this child when you become elderly or when they grow, they start neglecting parents. Are we failing somewhere? What happens? What comes across? Huh? I don't think there is any parent who might want his or her child to go astray. It sincerely hurts. Eh? Because now this child is forgetting that he's growing. And never even a single stone will remain unturned. Eh? We remain cursing our families just because of such small things. When you try to talk to a child or advise a child, it's like you are disturbing me. You don't know what you are talking about. Eh? Kakae nyumbani huko. Sincerely, it hurts. It hurts so much. Kindly somebody, I need advice. I need a peace of mind. Thank you.